music.
Welcome in. Thank you guys, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. Thank y'all for taking the time out to be with us here tonight. Whether it be your first time, your last time, thank you for taking this time to be here with me. This is Timeouts and Tangents. I am your host, AP, and I am joined, as I have been for the last several weeks, with my two guys, my boys, the best baseball knowledgers, analysts, fanalists, however you want to call it. These two break down the diamond and split it up in multiple ways that Zales would be impressed. Paul, Jarrett, and David Billiot, now of Go Deep Dive Pod with my guy Zach Nunez. Make sure to follow both of my guys on Twitter, and make sure you pay attention to David for when he launches his pod tomorrow. Tomorrow's the inaugural episode?
Tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
My baby boys all growing up.
8 o'clock. Nick, LSU Sports, thanks for joining up. I'm glad that this is your first time. Make sure it's not your last. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and go follow us at all of our handles on X. Guys, before we really get things started, I realized something. I haven't talked LSU men's basketball or Pelicans in a while. And it's because they both suck. So, LSU baseball played a game today. And now that we are standing at the week that has been, and David, I'm gonna go to you first.
All right.
30,000 foot view. Let's take it all in. Let's take the entire weekend. LSU's going 56-0, right?
I mean, why not? I mean, you gotta go 5-0 to go 56-0. So you're off to a good start.
Right. So, how do you feel about this team? What do you think they were going? How do you feel about the rotation, the staff, the lineup? What are your thoughts so far without now that the first week is behind us?
I feel good. I mean, there's little things you can nitpick here and there and that you want to see clean up, but overall, there's nothing that's super concerning off the bat, which is always good. And everybody that's come in, they've played a lot of different guys. I would like to sit down and do a count. I mean, they've played almost everybody on their playing roster so far who's gotten in the game. And I mean, everybody's showing up and doing their thing and making the most of that moment. It's been cool to see. No matter who gets a pinch hit, they come in and they do their thing. So it just shows the depth of this team, which we talked about a lot, so seeing it on full display a weekend is really exciting.
Absolutely. Paul, what's your thoughts on that? How you feel now that the week is behind us? First 5 games in.
I would say
rules in the first 5, by the way.
Don't pay any attention to that. As far as the team, it's so our buddy earlier, Nick Curry, asked me what I look at pitchers I see coming up. And I always preface everything with it's really early. Baseball is a funny sport, but I like how you're seeing kind of defensive position shake out, lineup kind of shake out a tad bit. It's hard with Stanfield out of the lineup to really see that, and they've changed offensively because of it. Not in a bad way, but they've changed. I like what I'm seeing from a lot of frontline arms and guys we didn't believe would be frontline arms. But you also see some warts. David picked out Newt's mechanical flaw. You saw Cowan today, a guy I was high on. I'm still high on, but I'm dropping that elevation a little bit. But you're starting to see a lot of things shake out, and it's getting you excited for what's to come. And there's guys who haven't even found the bat yet, in all honesty.
Right.
So it's very promising. This weekend will tell us a lot.
Yes. Good point.
All right. So let's get into it. Zach Cowan took the mound, started today, kind of got touched up in the first inning. Didn't last long at all. I know I messaged you guys like right after that inning ended, and I openly said this is the worst start
And I disagreed with
I've
you.
seen. I know you disagreed, but that was rough. It was shaky. It was a. It, so this is why I felt like it was the worst. Right, when Smitty was getting touched, he was also getting guys to swing and miss, and that means a lot. Like you still saw some control. I don't think Cowan really showed that he had confidence in what was going on out there for him, especially once he gave up that home run. I think that home run rocked him, and when he did, it's because it was so early in the game, and he didn't really know how to
Second
respond
batter.
from there. Right, it was second batter, first pitch, first swing for the second batter. So, and it wasn't the first. I didn't see the first batter. Wasn't the first batter a pop up
I
or a
think
I
long
so.
think,
fly?
excuse me. Yeah, I think he hit it pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah, so you got two
Mhm.
batters in a row that made solid contact, right? So after that, you can see just was pressing to try to find something to get strikes, and they were getting hits. So
Yeah.
that's why I was like, this is not. This to me isn't the best start I've seen out of a pitcher. Paul, what was your take on that? I know you said Schmidt's was a worse start.
I could
So
argue Schmidt's was worse. And I'll tell let me and I'm not saying Schmidt's start was worse by any means. I would put them on kind of an even plateau to a point. I know you look at the numbers with the strikeouts and then the walks and then, the runs given up, all that. I get you look at to me, looking at a box score doesn't tell you the full story. That's why in baseball you always hear it's a line drive in the box score because that shot Jake Brown hit today down the third base line was a squibber. It's a line
hmm
drive in the box score. So
Right.
this is why I kind of put them on even plateaus. They're two very different pitchers. Smitty is a power guy, high heat, good breaking stuff, but his fastball's flat. Cowan is I'll call him a junk baller. He's throwing 91, 92. His changeup's going to work. If he can get his slider to work, it'd be even better. With what they have and how they performed, I think it's even. And I don't think Jay really went and got Cowan with a quick hook. I think he went and got him off a pitch count. And I think he went and got him on a confidence boost as well.
yeah, absolutely.
Not a confidence boost, a confidence holder.
Yeah,
Because they're
He
still in the
he
game.
he confirmed after the game he was going to no matter what. I saw a
Yeah.
little bit of the
So
post game. Yeah.
he went an inning and a third, so it's probably a pitch count thing, and he probably equated that to a 2 inning thing. That's why I kind of put him even because Cowan's going to pitch this weekend. Hopefully, he's in a better spot. Excuse me, than he was today. It's baseball, and today those guys, and like you can ask David, we're sitting there talking because they had a pitcher come in. I forget who it was with Nicholls. It was in the middle innings, and we couldn't see him. Guys, that's the one York struck out on 3 pitches. He had a couple strikeouts, and the guys weren't getting swings off on him and wasn't getting good looks.
hmm
And I texted Dave and I took a picture. I was in a good spot. And I sent him. I bet it was a scouting report being off. Not saying that the guys didn't do a good job with scouting, but it's the fourth game of the year. You're looking at what he did last
right.
year versus what he did last week. It could be a little off. So I he'll bounce back. He's not going to be a starter. I'll take that back. And let me get ahead of this real quick. I said it to you guys. I'll say it to everybody. Hey, hello world, that OJ style. Zach York is your everyday first baseman. I know I said he wouldn't be. Zach York is your everyday first baseman. I knew he could do it. I just didn't think Jay would let him do it. So there you go. I'm eating my crow.
Well, David, I'm gonna throw it to you so we can stay on the Cowan train. We're gonna get to the infield here in a bit because I do want to talk about that chemistry. Milam and York seem like they're starting to develop, and it's looking
Chemistry
pretty good.
Mile and Dardar have is
Oh, that's
pharmaceutical.
elite. Like we touched on that the other day. Like that's elite. But to see the plays that York is making at first
Yeah.
and the balls that he's picking up out the dirt and making it look routine is You couldn't ask for a better first baseman right now.
No,
So,
he's great.
what are your thoughts on Zach Cowan right now, David?
So that's my concern with him. We kind of talked about it before. What it was better reliever starters. That's my concern with him is that if he doesn't have his changeup, like he's done. Like his fastball is not good enough to beat anyone, especially in the SEC. And then because he doesn't throw the slider very much, I think he threw like 26 pitches in the first inning, and only 2 of them were sliders. The rest was fastball change. And if he doesn't have that, then it's not just that he can't land the changeup; he leaves it up and it gets crushed. We saw that at Texas A&M last year, at South Carolina last year. Little stretch that he struggled, that was the issue. So, like, if he's coming out of like the pen, then if he ain't got it, you can get him out. It's like no big deal. And he may bounce back. You could put him in there on Friday, and if you don't have it, you could take him out and he can come back Sunday and he's back to himself. So that's always a concern with him starting for me. But at the same time, I'm not concerned. I'm not worried. I would say it's just like I'm paying attention, I guess I would say. But that's really it. I mean, that's when Paul said, when you have a guy like that, like a junk ball type pitcher, if he's doesn't have his best pitch, it's gonna be tough because he just doesn't have the stuff. That is his stuff, that changeup. So if he don't have it, he's in trouble. And that's why we've talked about him needing to develop that slider a little bit more, because they just sit on the changeup and crush it, 8 rows
Do you
deep.
think? Do you think Yeski's not letting him throw that slider because he's still not confident in it?
I probably because he's like, even when he has thrown it, like the other day when I saw him throw it in the scrimmages, he pulls it a lot. So it's only going to be useful against a right-handed batter anyway. That's why he threw it so much against Arkansas last year. But yeah, I think that's definitely absolutely part of it. Because it's not worth falling behind with it because he can't throw it for a strike. When he needs to catch up, you can't catch up with changeups. From behind 2-0.
Right.
The only thing I would add to that, sorry, the only thing I would add to that, 2 points I want to put out. 1 point I want to and I hate involving them because it doesn't make sense, but that guy's zone today was tight, son. It was a small zone, and it fluctuated later in the innings. Now with Zach, it was just tight. But talking about the slider, wouldn't you think right now would be the best time? Because you can't replicate on the mound, in the box, live bullets. You can't replicate that. I agree with David wholeheartedly. He's right. But I don't know. I kind of wish Yeski would let him kind of get loose with it, see what he does, and maybe he finds something there. But that's why Yeski gets big bucks.
I like if he maybe they would allow it. Like I said, if he got ahead, we've seen him fighting from behind every single time, and he can't work on a slider coming from behind. Yeah, so
right.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not worried about him. I mean, it's like I said, it's eye opening, but we know what he can do.
So we're not putting him in that DJ Primo category.
Oh God, no.
That's his own category, my friend.
There's somebody close to that.
Duly noted. So the relievers that we saw, especially and Moose brought it up early, Rickens was absolutely nails today. Out of the relievers, was he the most impressive that you guys saw, Paul?
100%. Absolutely.
I'll eat crow on this too. Wasn't Daith, it's Dothy. But in my defense, Bill Franquez has said it 3 different ways over the first 5 games. He doesn't know either. I like Dothy too. I'm just going to use Dax. That's a better name anyway.
Yeah,
I like Dax too. Dax was solid. I forgot he's so old, but he looked. Some of his walks I don't hold against him. And again, I shouldn't be doing that with umpires, but the guy was tight, a lot tighter than the guys were this weekend. But his stuff looked good. Some of the stuff he threw was filthy. And again, probably his longest outing, I think, of the season so far. So he looked good, but Reagan took the show. Shout out Reagan Ricken. Thank you for the like.
Absolutely. David, how'd you feel about the relievers that we saw tonight?
I mean, Ricken stole the show. In the little quick recap, post game recaps I do, he was the player of the game for me. That's the first time that a pitcher's gotten it. But he was, and he had what he hit. He hit one batter. That was it. That was his only blemish. He throws three innings on 38 pitches. Throwing 38
That's
pitches
good. That's
for a
filthy
reliever, a
for a reliever.
freshman, and
Yeah,
is so
that's
efficient.
so good.
That's
Yes.
why
So
Jay
good.
said he has big plans for him, and he can see him as a Friday guy.
He's a stud. He was a guy that they weren't sure was going to make it to campus. He was that good. It was a potential draft risk, and he made it here. And he even when Paul and I, one of the scrimmage that we actually met at the last weekend,
Mm.
he started one game, and then another guy that threw I think pretty well today, Zion Theophilus. Those
Mhm.
were the two starters.
Hmm.
And Ricken got touched up a little bit. He gave up some runs, but like when he aside from the hits that he gave up, he had he struck out a bunch of guys. He had guys off balance, like looking uncomfortable. Just shows how good his stuff is. I mean, if he's 94, 95 as a true freshman, I love the
Be
promise there.
97 by as a junior. And everybody,
Right.
when you'll see these young guys, whether or not you'll see them in, I'm sure you'll see Reagan, but high caliber, high momentum moments in the SEC, you're seeing the future of your team. No one
Right.
sat back, I have, and thought, oh, wait, who's going to be in the outfield next year? Who's going to be in the middle infield? Who's going to be on the corners? Who's our starters? We've seen a
That's
lot of our future right now.
that's what excites me about these midweek games, because like once the game gets a little out of hand, you start seeing these first off the bench guys, and those are the guys that I'm looking to. Like, okay, so is like a guy like Daniel Harden, is this a guy that's going to be
John
our
Pierce.
left fielder next year? Like
Yeah.
is this where that's going to be? Is he going to be the guy who's standing in for Stanfield? Because as far as outfielders go, like it seems like that he's the first one Jay is rolling out there when the game is in hand. Like 14, you're up. Let's go see what you got. And between Rickens and Santiago Paz today, I was good with him too.
Garcia.
Like Rickens, yeah, Santiago Garcia. He definitely was solid. What I loved was that pickoff that he had at first. That
Yeah.
was so smooth and so elite.
He had
And I love
command
that.
today.
Yes.
That's the guy we expected. Sunday was I would say that was the the odd day that he'll have. I think
That was
that's
the first
thing.
time he's pitching in front of 10,000 people in the box.
Yeah.
Right.
But you see
Right.
why I was so high on him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What,
He
95 from
had,
the left side? Come on.
with command and that little slide piece he's got is
Yep.
pretty.
Absolutely. Joker says in the chat, Zion was squeezed big time today. Not bad for a first appearance.
He was. That's what I was kind of alluding to. He looked really good to me. I mean, he didn't even give up a hit. He went an inning and a third, struck out one. He had the 3 walks, but everything seemed close. And Jay talked about this post game as well. He said that Zion's always in the zone throwing strikes. So even Jay said, I'm not concerned about the walks because they were all right there, just close misses. I didn't watch it on TV. I was there, so it's hard to see. But from what I've seen from a lot of people, he was getting squeezed. So
Yeah,
that's another one.
any other umpire, those would have been strikeouts.
Yeah.
So
Like a lot of those counts, I think it was Zion. He had a guy 0-2, got a pitch, had a put off pitch for a strike, called a ball, and then it just let the count keep going, and he ended up getting a walk. And it was just
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fastball was mostly close except for first at bat. Absolutely. Says my guy Nick LSU. So no, like I'm really pleased with the set of relievers that we got to see. And for a little bit, like I'm not gonna say the game was close, right? I mean we were up a couple runs right after the second inning, but it was more contentious. It was you felt a little sluggish, like
we scored 6 in the first 2 and then stopped for a while.
And then stopped, right? Like you got shut out
that
until
one guy.
Pearson
I think he was a
walked it off.
lefty with the afro, came in and he dealed. I'll give him credit.
He did.
Yes.
He did.
Oh God. Yeah. He was dealing.
He's another one that filled up the zone.
So for and granted, this is a team who's averaging 2 runs a game over their first 4 games.
Yeah.
Like
they got swept by no, that was
Tennessee.
Southeastern. My bad. Got swept by Tennessee. But I was thinking about Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Oh right. Yeah.
So like this wasn't a good team, wasn't an offensive output team, and that at some point the bats were going to come alive. I personally, selfishly, was hoping for another 21 run game. I was. It's why I was so So effusive of on my statement of Nicholls was going down. I wanted to see it be a complete blowout.
Right.
Lacobra's in the chat. Thanks for joining, man. Says screw that ump today. Yes, the ump was definitely bad.
I want to
Paul
see
said the
LSU
ump is
baseball
children.
score more runs than Joe Stone's offense this year.
Yes, that's
Done.
my.
I want to see it
That's
once.
I
What they
want to see
need,
that happen one time.
25.
25. We need to see it one time. Just a 25. Just a
You
25
may
run
see that
game,
this weekend
and
with one of them.
I will run all over social media with that. I will be completely insufferable behind
Right.
that. So yeah, Moose says in the chat, yeah, ump had a very tight zone today, but at least it was consistent.
In the
for
beginning
most
of the
part.
game, it was consistent. I remember saying that to a guy behind me. But about the fourth inning, it started squeezing and contracting, squeezing and contracting. It started doing
Yeah.
this, and it was like, okay, that wasn't a strike 2 innings ago. That wasn't a strike last inning. But
So since we're talking about the pitchers right now, Paul, you shared a graphic with us, and I'm gonna pull it up here. It's Gidry and Curry. So let's talk about what's going on right here.
I got this graphic shot. Nick Curry. He had a rating system. I didn't get the graphic for that reason. I got to get the just to get the innings pitched, the strikeouts, the walks, and everything like that. Did y'all realize Gidry won that game Friday? I didn't.
Oh, absolutely.
What the game like?
Yeah.
Who's
yeah,
the
he came
winner?
in
Who
down
got the
5-4.
save?
Yeah.
But like
down 5-4.
that's one thing about baseball I never learned is how to pick who got the win, how long you can go for a save. Like today, like it can get funky. But I wanted to kind of shout out some guys like Gidry because I do have I want to talk about Gidry a lot. I love that man. But just kind of give you an idea of how good these guys are doing. And our
Nick
pitching
said,
staff is
a new
ridiculous.
one if you want to use the one today.
Well,
I was wondering if that
Nick,
was
you
that,
should have
Nick.
told me that before 8 o'clock.
Well, thanks, Nick. Now that
Thank
we know
you,
that we
buddy.
have you in the chat and you're gonna subscribe to the channel, and we're all following you, we're gonna make sure that we keep up with your graphics so we can have it for the next show.
And I've
Tell
asked him for
Nick-
permission, and he said yes.
Nick, go put your Twitter in the comments because
Yes, please
I've told you.
I mean,
like
it's right here. It's right here on the graphic.
It's right here on the screen.
Oh,
I
it
made
is.
sure I got it in the graphic.
Yeah, the comment popped
Everybody
up.
go follow Nick. He's doing a great job.
I told Nick like the other day. I said, I'm going to share every single graphic that he puts out because it's good work. You know, it's like clean, easy to read. He's killing it. I said I'll be happy to share everything you put out there. So go follow him for sure.
100%.
Absolutely, please, y'all go give my guy a follow. Look,
And hopefully he's out of the hospital.
Let me get y'all to understand something.
He's doing this from a hospital bed. That's awesome.
Let me get y'all to understand something. There are a lot of people who cover sports, especially around LSU. There are a lot of people who are going to tell you things that other people want them to be said. You're not going to get this as raw and as real and authentic and as cherished as you will here with these two guys I'm on screen with and with a guy like Nick Curry. Like, please, y'all, we got to support each other because we're not pushing narratives. We're giving you real firsthand perspective. And we are also making sure that the love and affection that we have for the school and the teams that we want to appreciate is being felt by the time that we're investing in this. So go support these guys. All right.
All for the love of the game.
Absolutely.
You're not going to hear a 104.5 recap when you hear from us. Anyways, one thing I want you to look at
on the game, Cobra, on the game.
Gang. 14 walks through 4 games. It sounds like a lot, but look at how many batters faced, and then you compare it to the strikeouts. Guys, we think they're sloppy because everyone compares everyone to Paul Skeens now for whatever reason, but our guys are dealing. Even Kaysen Evans had 3.
The new one too. I think I can add the new
Do
one
it.
too while
Do
you're
it.
talking. So just
it's not going to look as good as that.
But
But
it was
no.
We only had
see
2
from
walks
that,
through the
David?
first 2 days. Like, so that's yeah. I mean, the walks were high Sunday, a little bit Monday.
Friday, Kaysen had 4.
It was just.
I mean, he had 2.
No, it was just 2, huh? Yeah, it was. I think it was 2 within the first 2 days. Total.
Thank you, Nick.
Hey Nick, thanks, man.
Nice.
Appreciate you.
I mean, obviously the strikeouts are high. That's awesome. It's good to see that. I don't care, what team you're playing against. If you're striking guys out, it's saying something about your stuff.
They're playing
For the
D1
most part.
ball for a reason.
And all these teams, like we've talked about, Milwaukee was a good team. They hit the ball well. They were a win away from making the tournament last year. Kent State is a very good team. Like they can
They
be in
will be
contention and
in the
make it.
postseason.
Nicholls is the first, like lower tier team. Yeah, you said no. You're nicer than me.
but Nicholls made it to the postseason. They've made it.
Look,
I would say
Nicholls was a good
consistently.
team until they lost their coach, and I have a personal professional relationship with Nicholls because one of my restaurants provides a lot of staff to their baseball teams.
Serene
Provides a
Dormitory,
lot
shout
of
out.
food. But once the head, I forgot. But yeah, once the head coach left, they haven't found a groove again.
Yeah. What was that, 2 years ago?
Yeah, it's been 2 years now.
That was when they were in was it Alabama's regional 2 years ago? Because that's where Jacob Myers got some postseason experience and then came to LSU last year.
Yes.
They gave him a run too.
Nick asked me a good question earlier, David. I'd like to get your opinion on it. I wanted to find the exact question he asked me. Nick, if you remember it, post it in the chat so I can not sound like an idiot. What he basically asked me, though, was from this list, from his rankings, who do you see having the biggest jump up this list in the next few weeks? I'm guessing prior to SEC play. That's kind of maybe mid or low right now. And I'll tell you who I had after.
Man, you make me pick one.
Can I go first?
I think I picked 2 or 3.
I'm going first because y'all know it better than I do. I'm going Cooper Williams.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad you got that one out of the way for me. I'll go deeper. Yeah.
I'll tell you why I didn't pick him.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why I didn't pick him.
We're going to jump up, Nick. Nick asks in the chat, up or down. We're going jump ups right now.
Yeah, who do you think has the biggest movement up? And I'll tell you after why I did not say Cooper Williams. And I explained to him why I didn't pick Cooper Williams.
I mean, there's
Joker. Myers a Saint alum. I see you.
There's a good. I mean, a couple of these guys I expect to. I think Casey Evans is going to make a jump. Casey Evans is going to do what he did Friday. He's going to be better. We know that. But if we want to talk relievers, I think Jaden Newt's going to be way better.
Nick, tell him what I said.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah,
Nick, who did I say would jump up?
Yeah. That was the anomaly on Monday.
Cobra said biggest elevated jump and roll based on preseason predictions. No, just based off of these stats that were shown.
We can
say that though if you want.
Statistics.
We can give that answer if you want.
If you want to go based off roll based on preseason predictions, what do you think?
I told Nick earlier, Casey Evans and Jaden Newt, and I explained with Newt it was the mechanical thing you saw, and I believe in Yesty fixing it. But I did write. So I think he said something about Cooper Williams, and I love Cooper. Don't get me wrong. I don't see him jumping because I don't think he's going to get the innings. Hopefully Friday, Saturday. I think actually Cooper's going to slide to Sunday. I'm going to tell you why. I think Casey's going to figure it out.
Which Cooper? Sorry,
Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, Cooper Mort. We'll get to him later. Casey's going to figure it out. Gavin right now, I think, will be the second out of the pen after 6 or 7 innings on Friday. Cooper Moore Saturday. And I think Cooper Williams is going to be that safety net for Schmidt for right now. If Schmidt goes out, has a little bit of, control issues, or he gets touched up a little bit, Cooper Williams will come in, show a different look, and then just lock it down.
That's
my opinion.
I mean, that was the 3. That was my rotation before the season. Casey, Moore, Williams. So I would love that.
Yeah, I mean, slotting Cooper Williams in as like that secondary starter almost, because that's kind of the role that you're.
That's kind of
in. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, especially if you're backing him up behind William Schmidt. Just a different perspective, a different pitching arm, a different slot movement. Like different style of pitcher altogether. Who can, let's say, like you said, Schmidt goes out, can't get through 3 1/3, and you roll Cooper Williams out there, and he's getting you to 7. He's getting you an inning 7, and you walk out your closer in there. Yeah, that's elite. That's elite.
Nick,
Uh,
why is Grant Fontenot so low? He's
He
gonna
was
jump.
he was rough the other night though
Yeah,
on
but
Monday.
he's gonna
yeah,
jump.
Joker, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I
I saw Joker say that. Yeah,
Yeah, what Joker said in the chat was Schmidt has the highest upside if he can put it all
oh
together, and
yeah,
that's like he has
he's got the highest upside on the
he's got the
team.
highest stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got the highest potential out of everybody. Like he that's why the guy
yes,
was
I agree.
slotted to be a first round pick. Nick also said, I think I'll add faced batter to this list if I can find the stats. That would be a good data
Thank you.
point. Also, maybe a team total at the bottom. Yeah, I think the
That
team
would be
total would be
awesome.
good as well.
Give you a
Now
better little.
let's look at it from the reverse end. Then, who takes the biggest slide?
Can DJ Primo fall any farther?
I mean, you can't go no lower
This
off
than
the
is
grab.
sixth.
this is the thing with Primo. I don't dislike Primo. He is
Is
at
this
LSU and Jay has him on the
inning
team.
pitched?
He's a one batter guy. Look, can I go on the mound and take out 1/3 of an inning for the Tigers tomorrow or Friday? No.
I can go hit
Primo
one though.
can.
0.1 of an inning
Wait, what'd
pitched
you
is
say? Hold on.
crazy
Time
work.
out. This is crazy work. What'd you say?
I said I can go hit one though,
Oh,
like a
like
batter.
hit a batter?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Oh no, not get a hit. No. No.
I'm sorry.
I'm perfectly fine right where I am on this side of the camera and the mic and the keyboard.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do a first pitch right now.
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah, don't give me. I could go. I don't like, y'all know me.
It'll
I'm
be
not.
60. It'll be 60 with some flair. That's for sure.
G Moose in the chat says, "Man, Primo is terrible."
I would.
Look
I will
at
say
look at Cobra.
if we got to pick one
I
to
don't dislike Primo. He
yeah,
just kind of sucks.
if we got to pick one to drop, I would say Ricken's not going to stay where he is, as good as he was and as good as I think he's going to be. That's just not really realistic, for him to stay there. If he does, great. You got another Case and Evans on your hands, but I would think he's not going to stay second.
If I'm gonna pick somebody other than DJ Primo, which it's not fair to pick Primo. The guy
I'll say that for the year, Joker.
Yeah, I didn't know that either till he told me. So don't feel bad, Joker. I think I would go with.
Lockemeyer.
I hate to say it, Sheeran. He's going to get touched up.
Touched up or just not dominate as much?
Not that's what I mean by touched up, not dominate.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to get, DJ Primo'd. I just think he's going to, he's not going to have the dominant innings he's had so far.
Are we
like as easily?
all right? I mean, look. Let me be honest here. Like we're talking about having the biggest slide. All right. Of course, if we're talking about sliding, we know like I said in my on my pod last night. For anyone to slide down, that means people are rising up. If we're talking about Case and Evans coming up, we're talking about Cooper Williams coming up, we're talking about Jaden Newt coming up, then for me, Reagan Ricken is gonna slide.
Yeah, that's what
David said.
He's naturally gonna have the biggest
right.
He's a freshman. He's only
freshman.
pitched 3 innings. He hasn't made it to SEC play. He's got literally the most success with the fewest attempts in big league ball yet. So I'm going Reagan Ricken.
Yeah, that's a safe bet, and that's not even talking about that's not even questioning his ability. That has nothing to do with that. It's just not gonna stay. I mean, it'd be crazy. I hope it does, but that I was kind of thinking that too. AP. I think the elevation of some other guys is gonna have a role with that as well.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just it's just how gravity works. Like what goes up, something's got to come down to replace it. So.
Right.
But I mean, look, we are legitimately nitpicking a staff that set a record for strikeouts.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think it's when you look at this stat, you got 2 guys with double-digit strikeouts. You've got other guys with more than one. You got William Smith who had 9 in 4 innings. This is ridiculous.
And before I'm sure we're getting to the end of the pitching conversation, but I wanted
Yeah.
to say this too before we move on. What you saw today from the relievers was, I don't know, maybe like your C team as far as the
Yes.
staff
Yeah.
goes. Like that's the beautiful thing. And Nichols only had 3 hits today, and all 3 of them came off of Cowan. So they got no hit for the last 6
7
and
innings.
2/3 or whatever it
Right.
was of that game.
Yeah.
You're talking about 2 freshmen making their first appearance. Yeah, too. I mean, that's impressive. That's the tight zone. We can deal with that. And being around the zone, but like to no hit the rest of the way after 3 hits in the first inning. So yeah, it was. I was looking at Cowan's stat line and thinking 6 and 2. It was 7 because they had them all in the first inning. But that's impressive from, like I said, your C team. That's not even like a insult to them. That's just how
Right.
good the
Like you will not see these guys throwing on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday unless something extremely bad has happened. And we're talking about the
right.
relievers because I can see Reagan
Except
Rickman
for
coming
Dax. Dax will
and
see.
I was about
I
to
do
say,
think
and Dax the Axe coming in.
at least on a Friday night, you definitely don't want to see any of them.
Right, but like when it comes to like high leverage Friday, Saturday, Sunday, high leverage Friday or Saturday, you shouldn't see any of the guys that we saw out there today. Plain and simple. And you went almost 7 complete innings of shutout, no hit baseball. Like, did we have any errors?
We did it too. That was the first 2 of the year, though.
Was that in the, were
yeah,
those in the
Caraway.
first?
They gave Caraway the era. We'll have to look at the replay. Jay talked
Was it
about the 2 after the game.
Curiel had one?
No, Tanner Reeves just kind of whiffed on like a
Okay,
low,
yeah.
like sinking ball in the outfield that should be caught, But
Yeah.
Caraway's, I thought maybe could have been a hit. I don't know if he was getting them anyway, but I guess I don't know. I have to look at the replay and see if he had time.
He
'cause
made
it was
up for
first
it.
and second to touch a third. Exactly, he made up for it. Yep.
And La Cobra in the chat is definitely calling Paul the Sheeran doubter. So stop doubting Sheeran, Paul. Stop doubting Sheeran. So before we flip to the offensive side and we start talking about swings and hitting stats, we talked about it earlier with the infield, and Paul, you touched on it with Zach York being your everyday first baseman. Are we giving Zach York enough credit for the work that he's doing? Because I look at first base like how an offensive lineman is in football. If you're not hearing their name called, it means that they're doing their damn job and they're doing it well.
Like
The only first baseman you've ever heard of that got raving reviews was Trey Morgan because it just looked. No, he's a first baseman. Give him his credit. He's good. He was
no. What I'm
phenomenal.
saying is though, he's so good, you can put him anywhere in the outfield.
Yeah.
Right. Like he was a cheat code at first.
You saying Zach York can't go play left field?
I wouldn't doubt the Panda at this point.
If you shift Curiel to left center.
I mean, with the outfield that we have, right? Like if you put honestly, you could put him in center and put Stanfield and Curiel on side of him, and he'd cover the rest of the ground.
Yeah, probably could.
You better put Zach in right.
Or right, either way.
I think he's getting the credit.
Probably so. Yeah.
I mean, he's. I mean, if he'd fell on that runner's foot the other night, the kid would have been out for the season. But I mean, I think he's getting credit. Like the plays he's making over there, the picks are, I mean, textbook.
The one today was
tough. Yeah, it was. It's nothing he's doing over there is extraordinary, but it's harder than it looks. So I think he's
absolutely.
getting the credit.
Absolutely. I've been saying, I don't mean to repeat again, but I said from what I'd seen
I don't think
before.
It's not enough.
I've been saying that he's not just at first base because he's a big guy. He just happens to be a big guy playing first base.
His parents were swimmers.
Yeah,
somebody told me that. That's crazy.
Yeah, like his dad was a swimmer and his mom was a softball player at Fresno State.
I'll have to look up. He's got a brother. That's all Jay knew about him. I think Nick York is his name.
He recruited his brother.
Do you know how big he was? Was he big?
He wasn't as big as him.
I don't think he was as big as Zach.
I don't think he was big. I think he's like the mailman, milkman's baby, or they just fed him everything. I love him, though. I love you. Don't change, Big Papa. Don't change.
Nick says he has smooth feet for a big guy.
He does.
He ain't flat-footed.
No, he definitely does, man.
And
Austin, thanks for
hey,
jumping in the chat, bro. I appreciate it. Austin says, "Paul, your backsplash goes crazy, bro."
thank you,
Which
brother.
it does. It's an unfair
York
advantage.
Good to
with
see
the
you,
with the
Austin.
stolen
That's when you
base.
got money.
That's when you know you're broke.
At
A
least you
lot
know
of
where
this,
your money went.
a lot of these bats I played with. So, but anyway,
Is
That's
is
fine.
Nick York in? Is he in the show, or like did he get like drafted? Because I'm
I would
seeing a Nick
lie to you.
York. I'm seeing a Nick York that just looks like he's in the minors, but 2020. Yeah, so he's a little bit older. I think this is him. 6'2",
Yeah,
200.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah, his older brother Nick York got drafted by the Red Sox and
Okay.
debuted for the Pirates in 24. Nick
Oh, he
York.
made it up. Nice.
awesome.
So yeah, athleticism runs in the family. Is what we're
Absolutely.
getting at. Yeah.
Nick, great point. He needs to teach our O line and football a few things. Well, with the previous administration, absolutely. But I have
Let's,
faith in
let's see how Lane
Eric
does.
Wolford and James Craig and Lane Kiffin.
Yes.
So we will leave Zach to be elite on the base pads. Where
Let me give
is.
one quick shout out while we brought this little tidbit up. Shout out to Kate Anderson throwing live BPs with Seattle, looking filthy. Making
Yep.
that one guy who gained, I think, no, that was a different team. But then Anthony Einstein being on guys who's like the prospects to watch list for the Red
Yep.
Sox.
Yep.
Trey Morgan's going to make it to the show this year.
Finally.
It's going to be a beautiful thing.
Man,
Yep.
look, it's like the 2019 LSU football team. How they're taking over the NFL. That 23 baseball team is about to take over the MLB.
Yep.
And with Kate Anderson too, I'm gonna lump him in there as well because it's just elite what Jay Johnson has done. And,
Striking out Randy Rosarina like in the first
yeah,
time that he's seen him. I mean,
oh my
that's
god,
so cool. Madisonville
So
crowd,
cool.
baby.
So cool. All right, I'm gonna bring up the exit velo chart right now, and the bats are absolutely on fire.
God, that's not a misprint in the middle at the top, by the way.
No,
Yeah, that's in the middle
no,
for
no,
a
no, no,
reason.
no. Like this is perfect display for what's going on. My guy is absolutely in fuego. I'm gonna just nickname him Jake the Human Torch Brown because he is torching the ball. It is ridiculous.
He only went
His
2 for
top
5 today with a double. What are we talking about? He was awful.
But this is the
right.
thing.
Not
It's a
too
slow
hard.
day.
I put it in on X earlier today. When you're hot, you're hot. That squib down the third baseline any other
Yeah.
day, that third baseman's playing close to the bag. The Texas League here in the center that shouldn't have fell. The ground out still had an RBI.
Yeah.
The dude he's on fire.
He's
It is
seeing
crazy.
it. He's touching it. He's putting the ball in play. And if it's not in play, it's going over someone's head. Like he's doing exactly what you need to do from the batter's box. It's when we talk about hitting. If you don't start with Jake Brown, you're not watching baseball. You're just looking at box scores and you're stupid. And even if you look at the box score and skip over Jake Brown, you're just illiterate. You can't read. You probably go to the school in Oxford. So let's talk about this lineup, guys. Who outside of the easy answer has been the most impressive? You can say with the bat in hand, and whose exit speed, whose velo speed has really stood out to you?
Go ahead, Paul. You can have him.
You can't not say
You can
Omar
have it.
Cerna, but that's kind of easy because he touched 118. Which, by the way, that guy at Coastal, that's a Coastal account that put that video out. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't care if he's a professional or not. He's stupid. A name that's not really on here a whole lot now that I'm looking at it again. He's on there once from these graphics. I don't know why. Seth Dardar, when he hits a ball, it moves, and it's moving with some hate behind it.
He's not on there because he's been
he's
walked
on
5 times in the last
Yeah.
8 plate appearances.
he's on the last
Yeah.
one with 100.
Yeah, and that I told David after that, I think they need to recalibrate that track man in the stadium because something's off because he is hitting rockets.
Yes.
And so Seth Dardar's been hitting the ball well, like just hard. He's not, and what I'm really impressed by right now offensively, he's not a lot of strikeouts.
Right.
That's a good point. Yes, very good point.
And these graphics are not updated to today's game. This was before
I was about to
today's
look for
game.
that. I'm gonna try to pull it up for us on my phone.
It wasn't anything crazy. I saw it earlier. It wasn't
Okay.
like a 118 or 110.
There's only 4 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Caraway had like 107. Caraway coming out. I guess he's not going to be productive offensively. AP.
Yeah, about that.
So it's a good smattering, but you see the guys who are hitting it really, really hard. And limit me to not talk about Jake Brown right now. That makes it hard.
Yeah. Right.
You know what? Let's jump to Jake Brown right now. Let's get to this swing because we can't.
Hold
You
on.
can't talk
Don't
about.
go there yet. Don't go there
All
yet.
right, all right, all right. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
If we, no, I was just gonna say if we, you still got something to say about Seth, then go ahead.
No, I was
gonna
going to go
move
to
on
Jake. I wanted to bring something up, but I don't know if he had his sixth today or not. I think he did. Did y'all realize the dude has 5 or 6 doubles coupled with
Yeah.
the 4 home runs
Yes.
in 5 games?
Yes, it's.
I think he has 1 strikeout. I think he has 3 or 4 walks, 5 or 6 doubles, 4 home runs.
They're gonna start drug testing him randomly.
I'm looking up right now. I know for a fact every game. The only game I'm not sure about with this stat would be Saturday. I'm gonna look it up, and every other game he's had multiple hits. Like he's had a
We're about to
multi-hit
get to
in
that Joker.
every game.
Yes. It's phenomenal.
Joker in the chat says Dardar and York have amazing plate eye drawing walks like crazy. The plate discipline between both of those guys.
Yeah.
Has been nothing.
Look
short
at
of
AP using words like plate discipline. I like it.
y'all,
We're rubbing off on you.
I told y'all I'm picking up a little bit of things here and there. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? Like I'm a jack of all trades. I can talk all sports, man. Like I know how
When
to
we get to the video, the swing, I'm gonna give y'all something to be really, and most of y'all probably know in the chat, but if you don't, I'm a swing freak. I can sit down and look at slow motion swings all day. Like I wish I had Jamie Tucko's job.
Nick, I said this on our first post game show. The Dardar, not just at the plate, like overall, but his swing is so beautiful. It's a pretty swing.
Paul, say the word. What is his swing? We talked about it. Was the one word
Violent. It's and I wish I had a swing of Dardar, but when you see, like, for instance, the first home run he hit on Friday, him and York swing are very, very similar.
They're very similar.
The only difference is York has no stride. Dardar kind of dances a little bit in the front. It's probably a timing thing for him. But when you see him, he gets that backside loaded and he gets that front side block, and that upper half it's not only upper half. He's driving off that backside.
All through his
backside.
It's
It's the quickest turn on the team. He goes from backside to front side, and that front hand just rips through. It just rips.
It's so good
because he throws righty. He's a right-handed thrower. I was too, and I batted left-handed. I was used to using that bottom hand to guide my barrel because I used a knob. And he's taking that, he's seeing the pitch, and he's just ripping. It is violent. Delta Force level violent.
And we've seen him like 2 of his doubles. Pretty much all of his hits have been, except one single, excuse me. But the doubles and the home runs have all been pull side. Watch. He goes opposite field. He loves the left center gap. Like, watch. It's not just like a pull guy. He just puts all of into it and just yanks and cranks it out. Watch. I'm telling you, he's going to hit balls out to the left field landing too.
Nick says, I need Dardar to start doing the Juan Soto shuffle.
He needs to start doing the bunny hop with Juvenile playing. I know it's not Juvie, but like he needs to get a step, bunny hop, and come out.
What I love about Seth too isn't just the power, and what he's done. It's his competitiveness. I texted you today, Paul, after his second walk, he like flung the bat back towards. He was pissed off that they're walking him so much. That's 5 and 8 in 8 plate appearances. Rather than just not throwing to him. A lot of them are like barely even throwing him a strike. 3 or 4 or 5 pitch at bats. He's getting walked. He's pissed. He's getting on base and doing what his team needs him to do. and he's like, I want to hit it. Like, and that's all
No, I need to hear the sound
I
of
love
the
it.
barrel on the
I
ball.
love it. It's gonna be, yeah. The
Yes.
guy's got to be in the lineup every day.
Before that walk, it was a 3-0 count. And I saw Seth look back at Jay, take a step out, take a deep breath in. And I was like, I couldn't figure out if he had the green light or the red light. And I think he had the red light. And he was just kind of like, calm down. Don't do anything stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to Jay. Because, yeah, he's so competitive, man. I love that kid.
All right, let's bring up this swing.
Now, all right, y'all about to get my tism going. All right, so start over real quick. So what I want y'all to see real quick is I slowed this down to some parts. Watch Jake Brown's eyes. What not surprise me. What impressed me the most with this home run. This is the first
Grand
home run I
slam.
believe he hit. Yeah, it's the second. It was the first home run he hit Sunday. This is not a fastball. It's not up. It's not something that you can, and he kills this ball. But watch his eyes. It's going to go through the full swing one time, full speed. It's going to go. You can just let it go. It'll slow down on itself.
Oh, I'm not stopping.
All right. So right here, watch his eyes. He's recognizing the pitch, and he gets down and golfs this thing. He
saw it all the way.
recognizes off speed, and he keeps all the weight and all his load on his backside. A lot of guys will get kind of caught in no man's land, I call it, get towards their front side, lose a lot of their power, and they can't drive a breaking ball they recognize and watch just because they kind of got out in front. I call it, it's not out in front. I call it out in front. They get off their backside just a tiny bit. But Jake here, what's so special about him right now is his vision at the plate is so elite. He's recognizing this. This is not a strike, in my opinion.
I was
This is
about to
not a
say that,
ball.
Paul. I was gonna say, like, you may want
That's
this
a
pitch
ball.
buried because it's 1-2, but it's not a bad pitch. Like, it's not like
Right.
hanging way up belt high.
And he gets down, like he almost got down to a knee and golfs this thing out of the park. Like he's feeling it. And just, I know half the stuff I'm going to say, a lot of people are not going to be speaking a different language. The way he's transferring off his backside, bent at the hip, bent at the knees, and still generating that much power. And it's not this crap. Let me grab something. All right.
I like
So
the
you see-
pitcher, I like the pitcher's reaction. The pitcher's like, "Damn it, he caught that
Out of his hand, yeah. So you see a lot of guys on X are teaching, like they think Aaron Judge does this and he doesn't. This whole try and teach launch angle. Like you get here and you just drop the barrel of the bat. And it could look like he's doing that there, but he's not. He's actually getting back, he's getting loaded, his scat's getting loaded. And when he recognizes he's dropping, but he's keeping his hands back, he's keeping his hips drop, everything drops, his knees bends. But you gotta understand how hard it is to keep your weight and your power loaded into your backside at that point, because you're gonna leak a little bit. The power he can generate from that position and the vision is insane.
The bat control as well.
Yes. To recognize and like look at his hands when it goes to the slow-mo again, look at his hands and how he comes through the ball. The ball's on the inside part of the plate. Most of the time, lefties are taught to catch the curveball out in front and drive it the other way. He knows it's going to be lower. He's not going to be able to do that. He lets his hands get down and he goes down and gets it. That is elite stuff. And God, it's so gorgeous.
This teaching
It's
tape.
so beautiful. And you see his head. Also, watch his head. I wish I had one of those like line graphs I could like Monday Night Football. His head never moves other than it drops. It never moves. It looks like it does. It doesn't. His whole body's moving. His head doesn't move, but it drops with his hips and he golfs. It is Jake Brown. I'm not going to go that crazy. I was about to say he's going to hit 20 this year. He's not going to hit 20. He's going to get damn near close, though.
I mean,
I've mentioned this, and of course, he's going to cool off. Like it's not really possible to stay on the pace he is now. We know that, but that's been a lot of the reaction I've seen is that, oh well, he's not going to keep doing whatever. Let me remind you that he was second on the team in home runs in SEC play last year. So don't tell me he's not going to do it when we get to SEC play. He hit 6. He was tied with Stephen Milam for second on the team. We talked about this on the preview. Only one behind Bear, and Bear passed them when he hit 3 against South Carolina last weekend. So he can do it, and that was in 16 starts in SEC play. So, like I said, it's gonna come down. We know that. Like that's just
Nick is
reality.
offering to place a friendly wager.
What's
What,
the
that he
wager,
won't hit
Nick?
20?
Friendly wager. What's the wager, Nick? You can't throw out a
I'm
tease like that.
I'm not a
I'm not
gambler,
betting
but
against
we
him
could
hitting
have.
20.
But
Yeah, I don't
I would, but it'd be like a little fun wager. I want him to do it, but
Moose
this is the
says
thing.
Jake is strong AF, dude, doing DB rows with 105s. Dumbbell
Picture a
rows
lineup with
105-pound dumbbells.
Curiel, Dardar, Brown, York.
In that order?
Picture that order, because teams are already scared of Curiel, and he saw the ball well today. He had 3 good shots to center.
did.
He's finding it. I'm
Right.
happy he's going up the middle to
I mean,
find it.
He came
It shows a
into
lot.
He came. It's funny because he came into like we're all saying he's slugging. He's this that. And he came into today's game hitting 375.
Yeah.
No.
It's the
I'm not saying he's
375. And
I think the lowest batting average on a team, but right now is Milam. Oddly enough, I think he was
Right,
like 280 or 270, but that doesn't matter. But they're already going to get lefties for Curiel, and it's the fifth game of the year. Twice today they did that. So you protect Curiel with Dardar. You protect Dardar with Brown, and you don't want to get to York. That's a filthy batting order.
It is. I would if we
no Aaron Beatty in there.
Yeah, I think you got to break it up a little bit, even though it'd be disgusting. It would depend. It would depend. Yeah, well, yeah, it would depend also like on the scouting report and what the other team. If there's like one, if the other team's got a Cooper Williams, that like, well, they can go to him, later in the game. That'd be a concern. But I think, but having them 4 of those, in top 5 or 6 is filthy for sure.
That's sick.
We're not talking about Cerna DH most likely. We're not talking about Caraway. We're not talking about Beatty. We're not talking about Stanfield when he comes back with with just the hidden machine. What are you going to do against that lineup?
Throw another Mason Braun, another lefty.
Right, I was about to say,
yeah, Braun.
About the freshman.
Oh no, yeah, another guy who got high praise from Jay this week.
Nick says the wager would be Jake Brown 20+ home runs this season.
What's the wager? What's the terms?
Detail. What's the terms and conditions? The only shocker about Curiel is his number for strikeouts not as average. He's so good at earning walks like that.
That's
think he's just pressing.
His pitch recognition has just struggled a little bit. Paul mentioned it. The games of the weekend, we had a lot of tough shadows. It's something you got to deal with. Obviously, it's not just an excuse, but it is a reason.
I think once we start playing more games at night, that's going to settle itself down. Like
more games at night.
The lighting's playing itself. It's early in the season. Like there's a lot of things that go into that. Derek Curiel is Derek Curiel. We saw it today. He was locating the ball. It wasn't just pop flies and like real low grounders that were in the dirt early. He was driving the ball in the outfield.
Yeah,
and he was locating it and putting power to the bat like he was supposed to. If they had a runner, like if Stanfield was potentially on base in front, Stanfield would have scored a run today. He'd had another RBI. So like. Don't worry about it. Don't panic.
Quick thing. One, whenever we get to the second half of March, getting into April, when the shadows start drifting, start changing, it's going to do a lot of good things for Curiel in the box. I'm excited to see what he does this weekend in a different environment. 2, another brag on Jake Brown. Not only is this man putting on a clinic at the plate, he's doing the little things that make all the difference. Today, on that kick ball to the first base dugout, I forgot who scored. I think it was Dardar who scored. Jake Brown's on first. He sees that, sees they're not looking at the field. Instead of taking just second, he takes third.
Yep.
He did the same thing the other night. He's doing things on a base pass to put himself in a better position for the team. He's doing all the little things right, the baseball things, the things that I look at and I go,
He's
I
playing for
love
Golden.
you.
He's playing like a Golden Spikes player, wouldn't you say?
We
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah, for sure.
Joker said in the chat, draft year for Curiel pressing early. Absolutely, I think that played a part in it. But he's settling down.
Should I do
there are a
it?
lot of elements that go into seeing the ball well. Moose says,
Should
I
I
think
do it?
Jake hits 20 home runs. Don't do it.
Should I say it, David? We talked about this.
Nah, we got the point across. We good.
Don't do it.
No, we talked about. I'm talking about Curiel.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I wasn't included in the
No,
conversation. But I
no.
know exactly where you're going.
Well, we talked about the ballpark, not tonight.
What? Not hitting 10?
No.
Oh, what?
Well,
I
now
don't
you
know.
got to
Does
say
he
it.
lose?
Yeah.
Does he lose any leverage?
Oh, no. Yeah, no.
Curiel.
Right.
So
No,
is it his draft year?
if yeah, it's his first draft eligible year, and we assume that he's gone. But if he doesn't get exactly
Yeah.
what he wants, he's not losing his leverage. He's still got leverage next year. It's what we saw happen with Bear.
Yeah,
Bear, we
yeah.
all expected to be gone, and then he wasn't, and then he came back and hit 22 home runs and led him to a national championship.
I'm not saying he won't get what he wants. I'm not saying that.
But are we absolutely
I don't want to go on
certain
a
that he
limb and
doesn't
say this
stay?
will happen, but I'm starting to feel like he's not.
I think
Call
it's
me
sweet.
insane. I'm a psycho. I get it. I'm a sicko. If Curio doesn't take his offer, I want some rounds of applause.
Sure, I'd love to have him
I'm
back.
about to say, I'd love to give that to you. So let's look ahead to this weekend. What's the pitching lineup? Case and Evans Friday night. I guess we can say Smitty again on Sunday. We still rolling with Cooper Moore on Saturday?
Yeah, that's the yeah.
Like you're married to him.
I think it's Evans more for sure. I would still be surprised if they change it up on Sunday instead of running Schmidt back out. I don't think anything changes at this point, unless there was intentions to change this weekend before the weekend started, like it was all already kind of predetermined. I don't think there's any reason to change this quick.
Okay, good. So I want y'all to get ready, Tiger Nation, because we got some early games this weekend. You got a 1:00 first pitch on Friday. Woohoo! Saturday, 11 a.m. Yippee!
Gross.
Get your coffee. Nobody in Baton Rouge likes anything before 4:00. All right,
I like 11 a.m. games.
you're a psycho.
He's right. He
It's
said
two
he was
things.
sicko. Yeah.
It's two
Like,
things
you-
for me. I know my kids are going to be asleep, so I can like focus,
At 11
and
a.m.
then naps. I
I
have
forgot you got young kids.
little children.
Yeah, I forgot.
They'll be asleep, and then after I have all the time of the day to go either do stuff with them, do stuff around the house, or just sit and be fat and watch baseball and eat chips.
I'm gonna tell you why I like later games, because I love ending my day on a high. And we don't suffer from supporting a loser program. So there's nothing better than being tired, worn out from cheering on a championship caliber team, tucking myself in, cuddling up to my wife, and going to sleep with the biggest smile on my face, because guess what? We won. And if by chance we lose, I get to go ahead and sleep it off immediately. I don't have to drag the rest of the day out bearing down. For instance, LSU played Tennessee in Tiger Stadium 3 years ago at 11 a.m. That Saturday absolutely sucked.
Bringing up Ole Miss.
You know why? Because I'm seeing LSU versus Notre Dame at 11 a.m. I'm scarred. I don't like it. I gotta rush my Saturday.
Okay.
I have older kids.
Oh,
They
okay,
have
look-
training.
let's
have
get to Notre
bench
Dame
class.
then, because you're
Like,
worried about that. Look,
I'm not
Indiana's
worried about
first
it.
game Friday. Indiana got swept by number 11 North Carolina last weekend.
Poo putt.
It was actually the funny
Yeah.
clip from the second baseman
Yips.
on the that would have been the Friday game.
Nick feels like me in the way
Yeah,
you just said that, and my kid doesn't nap that early. You lucky. Exactly.
but I don't think
That was,
LSU was gonna have an issue with Indiana. Um, there's always I think they're leaving. They're probably leaving today. If I had to guess, if not early tomorrow morning, they head to Jacksonville. Um, there's not going to be any lag. Um,
Mm-mm.
I'm not worried about Indiana. What you think, David?
no. I mean, looking at their pitching, they don't have a ton. Two of the projected starters or potential starters are both transfers, and one of them came from Missouri. So do I need to say a whole lot more? His ERA last year was 16.6. So no,
Good thing Kurt Signetti can't coach baseball.
Mark Cuban hadn't gotten his money into that program yet.
yeah, they got to
Joker
win.
said they left this evening, practice tomorrow in Florida.
Oh, cool.
Thank you, Joker.
Thank you, Joker. No, I'm not. I mean, admittedly, I haven't gotten too deep on Indiana yet, but from what I've seen, just like the, little clips and stats, whatever. I'm not concerned about them at all.
Is there a team in this weekend that we should be worried about? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking at, just from the surface level viewing that I've done.
Box score
There's,
watching.
yeah, literally. There's really not a team on that in this weekend setup that I'm really like, oh my god, this is going to be a problem. The biggest problem for me is that it's on D1 baseball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, so if anybody
Thanks,
in here
Kendall.
wants to drop a sub,
I got you.
because brother,
I might be able to write it off on a business tax. So,
my guy, that's what I'm talking about. Because
working.
this is ridiculous.
By the way, David, I saw what you did. By the way, I'm not going
What's
to talk
that?
about it. Me and you gonna have a stern talking to later with your antics on X.
Nick said I bought the game. Let's hope D1 don't get rained out. Facts.
That's Florida. No,
It is
so
Florida.
looking at Notre Dame, they have 2 home runs as a team. They've only played 2 games, oddly enough.
Up north school, same as Milwaukee, hasn't been outside all spring.
They
Welcome
should have
to
been
baseball
in the
season.
South. But I'm not too crazy worried about Notre Dame. It's funny, Notre Dame has kind of fallen off since Maneri.
Literally.
So
And then
they're gonna be pesky.
when Link Jarrett left them to go to Florida State too. That was kind of their only hope.
They're going to be a scrappy team. It's not going to be a blowout. Hopefully, I'd love to see Cooper Moore go back out there and just shove. But UCF's going to be a game I'm really excited to watch because it's the first not equal talent, not equal ability, not equal standings.
It's better than Milwaukee and Kent State. And
UCF's going to be a
Nicholls and
legitimate
Indiana
postseason
and
team.
Notre Dame. Right. We're talking about a team that's gonna make it to a regional. So you're gonna get this your first like step up in competition. Moose said in the chat that D1 is freaking horrible. They screwed me last year. Paid to
You
watch.
can't
the
watch
games,
them on the
couldn't
TV.
access any of them.
Y'all
Which
remember
is
like the whole
terrible.
queue thing? Like you're 185th to get in to watch the game or something like that?
Yes. Sign in 30 minutes early on Friday.
What?
Like,
And stay signed in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking. I mean, UCF played Siena in week
sorry
1.
for the pregnant pause.
They lost to
I'm
Miami
just
in a close one.
Yeah, I can. So they led that game. Miami. I was watching that last night. They led that game 5-0 going into the 8th inning, and then gave up 2 in the 8th.
Primo.
Yes, the right hand. Yes, that. I mean, he's joking, AP, but it was Chandler Dorsey who pitched for LSU last year just a couple times. Couldn't. He's at UCF. He hit 4 batters in the 9th inning. They gave up 3. tied the game, went to extra innings, and lost after having a 5-0 lead on Miami.
I gotta stop picking on DJ Primo because if by any chance he sees this, buddy, I love you. You're just easy to pick on right now. It's the same way in the clubhouse. I know it is.
Right, you got the yips, man. We
No,
love
he
you.
doesn't.
You're a tiger.
That ain't yips.
It's just I'm trying to
That's
shoot
a
some
billion.
bail.
He's trying to help
shoot
you.
bail. I'm trying to shoot bail, Paul. You just like, nope, I don't want no bail. Why dude sucks. Nick said I did sign in early and it kicked me out and restarted the queue last year. Look, we're gonna give you honest truth, DJ, whether you like it or not. Just get better. That's all I can say.
It was better than the 23 year because I remember kicking me out of watching the stream, but with the Iowa game, fighting it.
Mhm.
So it did get better last year.
Moose said then they didn't want to refund my money, so I disputed with my bank to get my money back. Yeah, literally. Like,
jeez.
that's so terrible. That's so terrible. So look,
Yeah.
overall, the fact that baseball season is back is such a relief.
Yep.
Football season ended on a low note, but then we ended up turning things around with the hire of Lane Kiffin. You crushing the portal with the football team. The LSU men's basketball team is absolute dog water, but the women's team they're balling. Unfortunately, we lost now 18 straight games to South Carolina. Cannot beat them for some reason, but whatever. Either way it goes, they're still going to be a third ranked team in the tournament. But look, championship vibes are high. Not only is your LSU baseball team exactly what we thought it would be, they might be better. Like the depth on this lineup is ridiculous at every position. And what we're seeing late in games is Jay mixing and matching, experimenting with players, getting lineups together. And I know Stanfield being hurt is a bad thing overall, but it's an opportunity to let guys play and get comfortable. We know what we have Chris Stansford. We know what we have in him. You know he's going to be elite in the outfield. You know his bat is going to be consistent. You know he can run the base paths. This is an opportunity for guys like Tanner Reeves to develop an outfield, to move late in game down to third base and let a guy like Darren Harden come in and get some much needed experience for a young player.
It was good to see him get into left field today. And
absolutely.
Do you want to just do a quick rundown on Chris Stanfield just in case anyone doesn't know? So he banged his hand up sliding into home on Saturday.
And wait, before you get too deep, because I'm glad that we're doing this, and I'm gonna make sure to clip this because the BS LSU jackasses are trying to say that his hand is broke and he's gonna they said it as soon as he got hurt. They're trying to say his hand is broke and he's gonna be out for a while. That is
they have like 50,000 followers. What's wrong with people?
It's sad.
Bro, it's so sad. Please stop paying attention to these people.
They're telling you by their tag, BS LSU.
BS LSU. Like, listen to not listen to them. Please, if you don't get anything else out of this stream, don't listen to them. Go ahead, David.
Please.
Let us know about the injury.
Yeah, so Stanfield bangs his hand up, sliding into home on Saturday. We saw he wasn't in the lineup Sunday, and then so Jay was asked about it after the game Sunday, and he said that it's all it was a bruised hand. He said it was swollen. Jay had mentioned then that there was a possibility that he played Monday, the following day, and then he didn't play Monday, and then Jay, was asked about it once again Monday after the Kent State game, and he said that the swelling just didn't go down as much as they had hoped. He had stated that he can throw, he can catch, he can run. They said the hitting's just going to be the last thing to come around because I'm pretty sure it's his left hand. And he said that because he can't turn the bat over with his swollen hand. So Jay said it was nothing to be concerned about. They just taking it easy, letting the swelling go down. And that's all it is. There's no reason, like you just said, it's opportunities for other guys. So there's no reason to push it with Chris right now. So,
right. We're still early in the season. We're not in SEC play. We're not playing high-level competition. If we were in Omaha or we were in the super regional or hell, even a regional, Stanford will probably be in the field right now.
And Jay said he could field right now. He could throw.
Right.
And he was warming up. You saw him running Saturday. If he had a broken hand,
he wouldn't have
he'd
been
be
ready.
on ice.
Right.
He wouldn't have
And
been ready.
like you said, if
Too
this was
early
end
to
of the
put him through
year,
that.
he could play. Like, do I need to remind you of anyone of Daniel Dickinson, who played the entire postseason with a broken bone in
Hamate
his
bone.
wrist? Yeah.
In his
So
wrist.
right. So
Dude
he's
guy with
like,
the shoulder.
yeah. So it's just they're just being cautious. Like it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Curiel broke his ankle, and then the next day I take a video of him going yappo in the box, and I tag him. Shout out AP for giving me that idea. Tag him. Crickets.
Yeah.
I don't even think those are AI photos, guys.
Yeah, I don't think those guys are really. I don't think
We're
they're real,
probably
to be
giving him
honest.
too much run right now, to be honest.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah,
much.
we are. But just like, don't, please, guys, like, don't listen to them.
Yeah.
Like, they're not real at all. They're not real at all. What up, Pearsley? Thanks for joining in tonight, man. We definitely appreciate you. Well, look, guys, we're gonna wrap up the show tonight. I want to thank all of y'all for joining us. And we good for Friday night? Huh? Y'all want to do this again Friday night? Or I know David's got some new things going on, so you let me know what your schedule looks like.
TBD.
Buddy.
Yeah,
My
I'll let you know.
boyfriend broke up with me, so I
Yeah, he got a new boo. He's a side piece now. He's a side piece
Oh,
now.
he's killing me. He knows. Go
So,
dust your
no.
crawfish, sir.
Oh, whatever. God,
Well, look, even
whatever.
if David won't join us, we'll fire up a stream once I get back from Baton Rouge
And
Friday night.
man, morning is coming.
And- yeah, exactly. So look, like, just follow us. How about that?
Yeah.
Stay tapped in.
Mm-hmm.
This is not going to be the last time that you see us. I'll be doing some shows tomorrow too. So let's have fun, man. This is a fun time. The
Yep.
only way that we can keep doing this is if you guys are involved. And y'all make this show so much fun, so much more enjoyable, and we couldn't do it without you. So we definitely want to thank y'all. Paul, David, y'all have any last words for the people before we the Dirty Duster? That's hilarious.
I do
Don't-
go
don't-
ahead first, Paul.
I'm not from West Louisiana, by the way. I don't dust my crawfish. I want to shout out LSU Football Report for hooking me up today. Like he hooked up our boy David. David's over. He's
Absolutely.
at 12, almost 1,300 followers now, right? Like you're moving
Right.
up in the world, and my
1400
measly
today.
325 is rolling, son. I want to thank Blake Ruffino, AYS, and Preston Guy for reposting my John Eats post today. That was pretty cool. Thank y'all guys. And I want y'all to go check out Deep Go Dive. Go Deep Dive. I'm sorry.
It's all
I'm
good. It's
still
new.
I'm still processing the
breakup.
sadness.
Yeah.
Go Deep Dive. Go check that out with him and Zach Nunez. It's going to be great. David and Zach are going to do a great job. I know they are. And check out David's writing with the Go team. It's amazing. He does. It's all you need for your recaps. He's all you need. Also, I want to plug my little thing has turned into something now for some reason. Follow me, and before every game now, we're gonna have pick to clicks. If you want to send me a video of your pick to click, give me your give me your pick to click, and I'll post it. Let's do this. Let's bring this community together on something and do something.
Tell them what
together.
that
That's
is,
gonna
Paul.
be. So, for a lot of people that don't know, pick to click usually means who's going to hit the first home run in a weekend. We're kind of doing it a little different. Who do you think is going to hit a home run that day? Today, David's pick to click hit in a big way with a grand slam. Send in your pick to clicks. Let's have some fun with it.
And no picking two, Austin. Ain't no either or. This ain't multiple choice. This is a fill in the blank test, brother.
Did
Let's have some
either
fun
one of
with
them
it, though.
hit?
No. Only one that hit today
Austin.
was Caraway. No one had John.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, thank y'all for everybody who has followed me in the last week. I love this. I told AP a while back, I bleed red, white, and blue. My blood cells are purple and gold, and my proteins are baseballs. So, thank y'all. Let's have some fun. I'm gonna shut up now.
Go ahead, David.
No, I just want to say thank you as well. I would get like I don't get emotional, but I try to get across how much this means to me, and like no matter how hard I try, I can't. Like I appreciate everybody so much. I set out to try to do this, and it's just like we talked about earlier. It's just doing it for the love of the game. Like I'm just
Yep.
obsessed with this, and to find so many people that actually care and want to know what I have to say, it's the most humbling, like surreal feeling that I can ever imagine. Pretty much, like I put it right under being a dad, I guess. But no, it means
Right.
a lot. It shout out LSU football report, like Paul said. I said last night on the Go team. I don't mean this to gloat to bring this up. I just want to say it because it means so much. But like I crossed 1,000 followers yesterday with some help from some good friends. I'm actually I hit 1,400 today. Like that's just like I said, it's mind blowing to me that there's that many people that care. So I bring that up because I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who have supported me, like who hit the follow button, who read, who watch. I appreciate it. Thank you to UAP for I told you, like this doesn't happen without people like you to give me the chance. Paul just being a good dude that like helps me like go back and forth and talk about this stuff with. To the Go team, to everybody, it's much appreciated. And yeah, so like we said earlier, Zach and I are launching our own show tomorrow called Go Deep Dive. Go follow Zach
Going
Nunez
balls deep,
TV.
guys.
Yeah, it's we're gonna have to use that in some sort of way, but
I gotta be
it's
the voiceover for it. I
you
gotta be the
got it.
voice for it.
You got it. You just got to talk to Zach because he's the tech guy. I can't. I have no idea how
Oh,
to do that
I'll
stuff.
clip it, record it, and send it to him. Y'all can use it as a drop.
Perfect, perfect. But anyway, I'm going long. But thank you so much to everybody. The support is very much appreciated, and you're making day to day life right now so much fun.
Absolutely, man. Look,
Can
I
I
would.
ask one more thing, just
Yeah, go
real
ahead.
quick? I'll have it in my mind before I back out of it. Um, Everybody in the chat, anybody who sees the clip, you too. I have a cool project I want to work on, kind of revolving around last year and 23. Some stuff that like Tommy White, Jared Jones twice, walk offs. If you know any walk off moments from the NFL, from the NBA, from Major League Baseball, from college football, from
I got a college
college
football walk
baseball,
off for sure.
Kyron Lacey was one for sure.
Yes.
So I'd like to put a project together with something like that. I'm kind of, you see me doing these graphics for the show. I know I'm not good at them, but I'm kind of playing with it. So if y'all could DM me, hit me on a post on X, give me an idea, shoot me a video or a short, I'd appreciate it.
No, man. Look,
Do that.
like I say, I know I'm sentimental all the time, but this because this is important to me, and I never would have envisioned like where this would be when I turned this camera on, plugged this mic in a month ago. Right? I didn't know what the hell was gonna happen. I just took a shot in the dark, and but I knew what I wanted to do was talk about the things that I love, and LSU being at the center of it. And I knew that having gone to LSU and experiencing LSU firsthand for myself, that LSU brings people together. It has that power. The bluegrass miracle. Yes, Pearsley. I'm sorry, rabbit, but rabbit hole. I'm
Squirrel.
but yeah, squirrel, rabbit hole, whatever. Y'all know. Y'all get the point. But but I never knew where this was going, and the fact that I didn't know how to do it, and once I dove in, guys like Paul really, like was supporting me from day one. Austin, Moose, Pearsley, all of y'all. Like it, I cannot thank you enough. And like I told my wife, I'm blown away at the fact that there are 842 of you sickos who want to hear my voice. And literally at the start of January, I was only at like 120 people.
I got 60.
Like this is madness. And we're over 110 subscribers on YouTube. Can't do that without y'all. I appreciate the fact that you guys interact with me. Not just follow, but y'all interact with me. Y'all are getting to know each of us. And bigger than any monetization or anything, like this is what this is about. This is my whole point and purpose for this is to make sure that we're building a community, and regardless of what we may see happen online, like getting to know these guys right here getting to associate with you guys in the chat. That is beautiful, man. And I'm so glad I did this because I don't just have like coworkers or peers. Like I'm we have a brotherhood developing right here, and the successes and the highs that we're gonna celebrate are all gonna be together for one another because we're all gonna push each other higher and farther. So thank you
Hey,
guys
people,
for joining
before
us.
you sign off, I want to say something about that real quick. You guys stop giving LSU credit because, buddy, I talked to you and David. I've known Jared for years, but I talked to him more now than I ever did. And honestly, it's because of you. You have brought this community together. I would have never met David. I would have never had the relationship, and I consider him a almost a best friend. I don't want to. He left me, so I can't get too crazy with it. But
Right? Nope.
um,
You did. I've witnessed it.
it it doesn't happen without you. So I know you blinders on. I'm gonna give you credit. You can take it, you can leave it, but buddy, you're doing this. So thank you,
Agreed.
and don't argue with me. Great
I'm
show
not.
tonight, fellas.
I'm not. And on that, we're gonna sign off. Thank y'all. We love you all genuinely for taking your time to be with us here tonight.
God
And
loves
this
you.
won't be the last. God bless y'all and good night. We're out.